This is the Danish island of Samsø, located off the east coast of the Jutland Peninsula. It has around 4,000 residents and is a popular vacation spot for mainland Danes. What's unique about it is that it generates almost all the energy it needs from renewable sources. It's become Denmark's archetypal sustainable energy island, with a target of zero emissions by 2008. It all started with an entry into a very unusual competition.
Samsø became the energy island because of, you could say, old-time development of the grassroots organizations. They have long time longed for a test site or a real full-scale project where they could describe the development of renewable energy so far up till now. And what we would like was a demonstration project where it was possible to see a complete Danish transition to 100% renewable energy. And for that they needed an example like an island where you could measure everything imported and exported. And they wrote out a competition, and luckily Samsø won this competition. The aim was in 10 years to develop 100% transition to 100% renewable energy. I have to mention also that one of the things in the competition was we had to base the development on proven technology. So it wouldn't be a test project so much as a demonstration of what was on the market. And for electricity, we established 11 1 megawatt wind turbines, and they produce now what is equivalent to a yearly consumption of energy in Samsø. So we could say we are 100% self-supplied by electricity. When it comes to heating, we say that we utilize whatever sources of biomass we have on the island. And we have established 4 district heating systems. And a number, we estimate about 250 private household plants or installations. And we are quite sure we have reached about 75% of the heating demand is now transferred from oil, electricity to renewable energy as solar biomass.
In Denmark, local self-sufficiency in energy is not exactly a new phenomenon.
When the electricity started, we had small electricity companies all over the country. There were 3-4 villages around an electricity plant, and it was owned by the local people. And before that, small turbines was owned by local people. So it wasn't so far away from history that we could do these things.
Local ownership was a key feature of Samsø's response to the energy competition.
Denmark has a long history of creating cooperatives, so it's not so strange and new for us to think in cooperatives. So when we established these new very big turbines, we opened for shares. Everybody could come and claim to be interested in 1 share or 10 shares or 100 shares. And we ended up having 2 cooperative-owned wind turbines at the island and 2 cooperative wind turbines offshore.
Over 1,000 people have put their money into Samsø's offshore wind turbines. Local farmer Jørgen Tranberg was one of the team involved in the tricky task of raising the money for the full set of 10 turbines.
It's big money and big contracts and so on. And it was difficult to get them the money in the bank, and some of the people who want to buy them, they drop it again. 1 month where we only have sold 9. So one day DIFCO come and say, oh, we want to buy one, so we was going. And
a cooperative of Samsø Islanders was amongst the earliest investors. Its 450 members now own the turbine closest to the shore. The municipality of Samsø owns 5 more, on behalf of the entire community of the island. Jørgen himself is co-owner of turbine number 8, as well as one of the 11 on the island itself. He's made a huge personal investment in helping Samsø meet its energy target.
The wind turbines on the land cost 6 million crowns, and one on the sea cost 24 million crowns, so there I have put 12 million crowns.
In all, that's getting on for £2 million.
And I could only get the money in the bank because I have the one on the land, and that was a good one. We have a good place down here, and we were 5 farmers together who built 5 wind turbines on each land. And that was quite easy to build them and get the money, and that was going very well.
From the farmer's point of view, wind turbines are a good investment.
In Denmark, a lot of farmers think it's a good idea with the windmills. They had looked at the money, and there's good money in it. I own this windmill. This is mine. Yes. And you can only, here in Denmark, you can only have one windmill by yourself. So is the rules now. Before, you could have two windmills. You could have one on your SE number, that's your farming number, and you could have one on your person number. So you could have two windmills, but you can't, I think it's 10 years ago, they stopped that. But I can have this one, and then I can have part in the windmills on the sea, and I have it. I have invested 2 million Danish crowns out there, and this windmill has cost 6 million. So I have invested 8 million Danish crowns in windmills. A lot of money for my little farming.
That's about £700,000. The return on the money comes from the sale of the electricity generated by the turbines.
This windmill here gives the profit it has promised, and a little bit more, so I can only be satisfied with this. It's driving like they have promised it to do. There's not troubles with it, and if there's a little trouble with it, Bonus, the company I buy the windmill of, is very quick to be here and get it repaired. The windmill I have on the sea is also a bonus mill, and we hope the money out there will be good also.
Mogens is not alone in his views. Nearly all of the island's adults have money invested in the wind turbines. For the community as a whole, the turbines play a crucial role in reducing carbon emissions and giving the island a self-sufficient source of electrical energy. The offshore turbines export electricity to other parts of Denmark, providing an emissions surplus that can be offset against CO2 emissions from the ongoing, but diminishing, use of fossil fuels on the island. Self-sufficiency in energy for heating has proved a slightly harder problem to solve. Once again, the strategy involves both cooperative and individual ownership, a mix of district and individual heating systems. This is SAMSO's biggest single investment in heating technology, a combined solar woodchip district heating system. It uses mainly local woodchip waste and is fully automated. The human operator of the system comes in every second day to check everything is working well. Water is first heated as it flows through the 2,500 square metres of solar panels. It's heated further as it passes through the woodchip-fired boiler. The hot water is pumped around the main town to heat workplaces and domestic dwellings. The solar thermal panels make a major contribution in the summer months. During the rest of the year, the plant relies much more on woodchip waste. Other communities get their energy from district plants which burn biomass, such as straw, wood and potato tops, or biogas from landfill, animal manure and organic waste. Burning biomass is carbon neutral. It all comes from renewable sources and does not impact on the island's net emissions of CO2. Away from the district heating zones, islanders are turning to a variety of new technologies to replace their traditional oil-burning boilers and stoves. This small-scale heating system is based around 19 square metres of solar thermal panels. It's connected to a large hot water tank under the floor in the central part of the house.